Oh my god, it's so good.
This is probably the greatest WoW series I've maybe ever seen. Gentlemen, yesterday we watched a very big video. We watched a massive fucking video. Today we return, and we're going to watch the end of the line. Barney's new video. It is fucking time. Who's ready? Let's go. I'll turn it down a little bit. The wait is over, yep. Alright, let's do it. Goof Troop. I remember them from the old video. Holy shit. I hope that Barney actually gets scareboard. I really do. I hope it happens because it is the ultimate story of triumph. Here we go. End of the line.
You know, honestly, I don't know why I made the intro so melancholic. I mean, sure, I don't get Scarab Lord, but this is a joyous occasion, no? 2 videos, 1 year?
Imagine that.
Who saw that coming?
Now don't ask me for anything ever again.
Oh, and just real quick, the reason this says 7 out of 32 quest complete, even though I left you on 3 out of 32, is because I added 4 to the total that I finished later that don't have like a standard hand in. I just figured it would be easier to do it now because if I do it later, you guys might be like, wait,
The number has gone up, but no quest was complete.
Anyway, with that said, the video's starting. Oh wait, that means I have to edit a transition. Or play Dota. Welcome to the final episode.
All right, let's see it.
19th of August, 2020, 2:12
Volume
AM.
up? Okay.
We join yours truly approaching the caverns of time outside of which
I got it.
Anachronos is waiting patiently to speak with us. Now that I have secured my reputation as the greatest bug slayer of all time,
Wow.
Anachronos is finally willing to stop being a child and talk to me. Like, do you not know who I am? I'm the main character of Grobulus. I literally grinded through 11 bug farms. This guy should be sucking
main
my
character of
contrary
the
to his
server. I
neutral
like
opinion
that.
of me, though. Anachronos tells me I am the hope of Kalimdor, and then
Wow.
graciously offers me a terrible ring to aid in my travels.
Amazing.
If there was ever any question that this game's design has always been malicious, this quest proves it. Wow,
Yeah.
did you just beat the most insane grind we've ever put in the game? Nice.
Here's-
Here's your downgrade, dickhead.
Quest
Yeah, here's a ring that's worse than what you got in Molten Core.
complete.
Next up, Anachronos says, hey, you know that red stone you keep ominously including in all your cinematics? Go check it out. So we go check it out, and that's when we get the
Okay.
lore dump I explained in episode 1. You guys remember that, right? With the bugs and the dragons and the useless archdruid
yeah.
smashing the scepter
Oh,
so no one can
yeah.
open the gates ever again.
Those were the
Yeah.
good days.
Quest complete.
I was then summoned back to Anachronos, and this is the point in the questline where it's revealed we need to be the ones to find those gems and rebuild that scepter, because Anachronos is too depressed to do it himself, or something. Same. The whereabouts of the gem.
I don't know why we had to do it for him either. I didn't read that part of the quest. I did this back in Wrath of the Lich King before it got
This is,
removed.
of course, a complete mystery. Even though Anachronos appointed a guardian for each gem after the Archdruid had his little Joker moment.
The Farian, that was a
I guess
mistake.
that wasn't his Joker moment. His Joker moment was probably when he joined Ragnaros in Cataclysm, huh?
That guy
That's
was
still
just
so
an
shocking
asshole.
to me, too. Like, Ragnaros wanted this guy as his right-hand man?
Yeah.
This guy? I mean, I know Executor set the bar low, but this guy he just took L's non-stop for like 1,000 years. That's like
He's
his
a
lore.
loser.
Even his gimmick achievement is harder than his encounter. I'm getting sidetracked. Each gem was appointed a guardian.
That actually
but
is
for
true.
one reason or another. Every single
Yeah.
guardian has
That actually
abandoned
is
their
true.
duty. But I've played Dark Souls 3, so I already know how this one goes. We are told to prepare for the worst, and we are sent on our way.
All right.
Quest complete.
So this is the part where the questline breaks into 3 separate threads. Each thread follows the search for one of the 3
Different
gems, and
shards
these can
of the
be done
scepter.
in
Any order.
If you collect all 3 gems, you can bring them to Anachronos, and he will use them to craft the Scepter of the Fuck this. It's the last episode. Just get through it. If you get the Scepter, you get the mount, okay? But because this questline is wibbly wobbly, you could do it in any order. It's so wacky. To prevent any confusion on your part, you can check the title card of each section to know which questline we're currently progressing. You can also see how many total
Oh my
quests I've
God.
completed, and
This
how
shit
much
was
time is
so
left until the
complicated.
gates open. I'm spoon feeding you the content.
Oh my
I'm also
God.
just taking the time now to let you know that we have entered full chronological chronological storytelling.
What the fuck?
The rest of this video takes place chronologically over 29 hours, which is now 28 hours. It's not looking good. But you want to know what is looking good? The Barny Beekeeper plushie. Wow. Wow. I designed it myself.
Wait,
the real
what?
magnetizable hands let you replace the weapons with actual knives. My lawyers have
What?
told me to inform you that that was a joke. Please do not replace the weapons with actual knives.
Oh my god.
Absolutely can. Render your entire
We
life's
can actually
work
get one of
corrupted with
those?
one touch of the magnet
I might get one.
hand.
That's
Oh, no.
awesome.
I've corrupted my hard drive. As with
Jesus.
any plushie, you can put it on your desk, your bed, or even in the corner of your room.
Yeah,
Safe
that
in
is
the
really
knowledge
cool.
It will stay exactly where you left it. Any reports that the Barny Beekeeper plushie is actually alive have been greatly exaggerated.
Of course.
He's undead. Fuck it. Mask on.
Now they'll never know it was me.
When they said, hey, this is too much for one plush, I said, shut the fuck up. I want it to have a hood as well. Hood now included. As it turns out, spending 3 years making the best World of Warcraft video series on the platform isn't the most financially responsible thing you can do. Which is why you're all gonna buy the plush so it was worth it, right? Right?
Absolutely. 100%.
Just kidding, guys. Only buy the plush if you like it. But I should tell you, if we don't sell out, I'm never uploading again. TheBeekeeper.shop. A link in the description. Fucking burped.
So this is the plushie's a real thing then.
As Shara, named after the Night Elf Queen who did the thing. You'd think
Yeah.
this zone would present
She really
endgame
fucked this
challenges
stuff
worthy
up.
of its namesake, but actually it's pretty fucking dead. But that's because
Yeah.
as Shara was never intended as a questing zone to begin with, it was
Is this
meant
supposed to be a battleground?
Dota. Don't believe me?
Yeah.
I'm about to blow your mind. Originally designed as an instant
Yep.
battleground, as Shara
We
had
watched this
3
video,
lanes,
I remember
2
this.
large jungles, and a river
This shit
running
was
down
crazy.
the middle. Does this sound familiar? It's implied
Alright.
that the two teams
Yo,
would
thanks, Cody. I
advance on
appreciate
each
that.
other
Thank you,
until
dude.
one base fell. But it must have been really fucking
very
boring
much.
because it was scrapped super close to release, and now as Shara exists like this. Now, I don't blame Blizzard for scrapping their Dota battleground. They never did quite figure out that 3-lane
No,
gameplay.
they
But I do
never
blame
figured
them
out
for
that
doing
well.
nothing with the zone in 12 years. Remember the big cannon? I don't
That
think
they said
Blizzard
we were gonna
does.
be able to
Anyway,
shoot?
we're here to talk to this big dragon. This is Azhagos. Hi, I'm Azhagos. You might remember
And
him
he
from
gives you the
closing the
quest.
gates 1,000 years ago. But what you might not know about Azhagos is that he is the blue dragonfly. Oh, wait, hold on. He is the blue dragonflight's trinket keeper, which basically
What?
means he's every blue dragon's bankroll. And he fucking hates it. He despises the fact that whilst every other blue drake is off in the
I didn't
Nexus
even know that was
banging
a
mana
thing.
straight from the source, having the sickest parties of all time, he's stuck in
Yeah,
fucking
true.
Azshara, dead zone, no bitches, guarding other people's stuff from dickheads like me.
Yeah, they got rid of him in,
1,000
like,
years
Cataclysm,
ago.
I think.
Anachronos gave the blue scepter gem to the blue dragonflight to keep safe forever. So what that actually meant was Azhagos was given the blue scepter gem to keep safe forever. And just like any dragon who is guarding a one-of-a-kind gem, Azhagos would be targeted by more treasure hunters than ever before. And
Yeah.
Azhagos was pissed. 500 years
Yeah, we
later.
killed him a few fucking times.
I don't need a wife. My job fucks me. At this point, Azhagos had lost count of the amount of attempts made on his
Okay.
life because of this damn gem. And just like with literally any Blizzard character, if you give them enough time, he became unhinged. And then he fed the blue scepter gem to a fish.
You know, now that I feel... Wait. Oh, yeah. That actually... This, by the way, is not an exaggeration. This is actually what happened in the story.
Present day. I cannot take 5 steps without some crazed orc or human trying to thrust a sharp stick into my hide. Looks like life didn't get
Yep.
any better for Azhagos after all. That'll have to wait until Cataclysm, when he enters into a romantic relationship with a spirit healer. Real, actual lore, by the way. So now we know the fate of the blue gem, one of the trillion fish healer. We'll have to wait until Cataclysm, when
What?
he enters into a romantic relationship with a spirit healer. Real, actual
Oh, my God.
lore, by the
I
way.
didn't know
so now
that.
we know the fate of the blue
I
gem.
never
One of
fucking
the
knew that.
trillion
Wow.
fish in the sea ate it. Also, because he's currently
This
in his
dude's
wacky,
fucking ghost.
unhinged, edgy, it's not a phase. Azhagos enchanted that same fish with arcane properties for the
Okay.
lulz in the hope it would become a giant
Just
sea
for
monster
fun.
who terrorizes fishermen.
Just to
However,
do
he
it.
does throw us a bone and tells us that if we make a
Baba Booey.
out of arcanite, the arcane properties of that metal should attract the fish, which is probably not a fish anymore, but some kind of sea terror. Azhagos gives us a ledger to take to a contact of his in
Oh my
Tanaris,
God.
whom he describes as
Ner-
a terrible, terrible psychic,
The
but an
fucking
amazing
gnome.
engineer. With any luck, perhaps this guy can help us out.
I
and if
remember
not,
this.
well, that sucks,
Yeah.
because Azhagos is done talking to us.
I said good day, sir!
I fucking hate these dragons. Well, time to head to Tanaris and find this engineer. Or rather, time to wait for my summon crew to summon me right there, huh?
Gaming.
Handing over the blueprints to the engineer.
See, that's power gaming right there. That's being the main character of the server, okay, guys?
We ask him if he can make the Arcanite Baba Booey, to which he responds, "Can't even read this shit, bro. It's in Draconic." Another funny little prank from our friend Azagos, who, by the way,
Draconic for
according to the
dummies.
quest dialogue, knows the engineer can't read Draconic, which means he did this shit on purpose. I am laughing, lol. I'm gonna kill Azagos. Even though he can't read
This, by the way, is the best questline Blizzard's ever made.
Draconic, the engineer says he's willing to give it a shot anyway.
Yep.
He'll just need a couple of items beforehand. The first item he needs is a Draconic translation guide, which is a completely reasonable ask. The second thing he needs are his reading goggles that
That's
his
super
ex-BFF
easy.
stole from him.
No problem
Sure,
at all.
whatever, he needs them to read. And the
Absolutely.
third thing he needs is a 500-pound chicken. Okay, this fucking guy.
Oh,
According
yeah.
to his pondering orb, his ex-BFF is either hiding just outside of Gilneas fat into furries, or somewhere in Outland being pursued
all
by the
about
Burning
that.
Legion. Luckily for me, we don't need to wait until TBC to find him. Quest complete. But we will need to wait to find those goggles because he dropped them in Molten Core. It is at this point I realized had I not left that Peace Bloom DKP earlier on in the week, I
Oh
would have
my
been
God,
locked in
I forgot
Molten
all
Core
about
and
that.
unable to even attempt this part of the quest. So thank you, Dawnbreakers, for hosting a scam DKP and being so unnecessarily hostile when questioned about it. Without you, none of this is possible. But we're gonna need
I feel like I've never been in a DKP raid that wasn't a scam. Like, every single one that I was ever in, including the ones that I was leading, they were all scams. Every single one.
to put a pin in that because I'm leaving this raid group and joining
It's like, oh, it's a
Thor's.
rounding
Why?
error.
Because it's
Oh, it's
almost
not a big
7
deal.
p.m., which means the Winter Court
It's just a
are
rounding
raiding
error.
Blackwing Lair. Among the 3 shards, the red shard is by far the easiest to obtain, as it was given to Nefarian, and I literally kick the shit out of this guy every week. But as I mentioned
No
last
problem.
episode, the
Easy
overwhelming
enough.
majority of my guild are already locked to every raid after helping secure 10 Scarab Lords. If I wanted to
Oh
attempt
my
the segments
God.
of the questline that take place within raids, I would have to, and this is
Pug
literally my guild's
BWL.
catchphrase,
Figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Fuck
Yo, figure it out.
figure it out. And so I figured it out. In fact, I figured it out ahead of time.
I'm gonna tell you guys, like, I've tried to do a BWL pug on Monday night. Whew. That's something, let me tell you. That really is something.
Because I'm always numbers steps ahead. Yesterday, when I was still farming bugs, I was also reaching out to pretty much every guild in GDKP
Yeah, of
on
course.
the server who I knew was raiding tomorrow to see if anyone could fit me into a Blackwing Lair run. I received
Makes
only
sense.
2 responses back and thus was given a choice. Not between 2 guilds per se, but between 2 different risks. You see, the red shard only drops from Nefarian if you beat Blackwing Lair within 5 hours of
you
starting
have
the
to have a
second
good group.
encounter. If you fail, you actually get a bad ending letter sent to your mailbox from Nefarian
Wait,
himself,
really?
where he basically just flames you for being too slow. It's
Wow.
pretty funny and
I didn't even
completely
know
deserved,
that.
to be honest. But therein lay the first
We
guild's
never
risk,
failed
a
ours.
self-proclaimed casual guild that doesn't require world buffs or even consumes to raid. As someone who is used to sweaty, pathetically optimized, no fun allowed, clear comms, sub 1 hour speedruns, I was no doubt hesitant to accept that offer. And then there was the second guild, a self-proclaimed hardcore guild who had the rep and logs to back it up. Clearing in time wasn't up for debate, so why did I hesitate to say yes? Well, I made
The
a lot
guild
of
could
enemies
suck.
during my time
Yeah.
in the desert, and how strange, they are now inviting me to BWL? Now what would I do if I was them?
Because what you would do is you would fucking get him locked to the first boss, and then as soon as that shit is over, then just immediately kick them out of the raid. That's what I would do. Like, I would get the person locked, and then kick them out immediately fucking after.
Invite me for my first boss kill, then kick
pulling
me
that
once I was
bullshit on
saved
me.
for the raid, thereby failing my quest, locking me out of BWL for the week and ruining Scarab Lord for me? I
Yes.
mean, it's objectively funny, and they
Yes,
might
it
have
is.
gotten away with it too if I wasn't numbers steps ahead. But if it's one
Yep.
thing I can just never say no to, it's the chaos of a cursed casual run.
Oh no. Oh no, they're really gonna try that. Oh no.
Welcome to Blackwing Lab.
Speedrun edition! Right away, this was already the most unique run of BWL I had
Oh,
ever been
no.
to. Instead of being Warlock summoned inside a wall like a sweaty geek
This
and
is
zoning
not
in for
good.
free, we had actually met up in-game as a raid group,
Oh,
like,
wow.
socially, and cinematically approached BRM from the rear. This
Wow,
was
just like the
fun
old
for me
days.
because I'm a rogue, and we like it from behind.
Oh, I've
do
heard
it from
about that.
behind? So this is the first boss, Razorgore the Untamed, which I'm guessing is an ironic name because we'll be using this Orb of Domination to force him to murder his
to
own
tame him.
children. That's
Yes.
pretty fucked up.
But completely necessary.
Because his mortality is tied to the eggs. If we were to just...
That is really kind of crazy whenever you think about it. You're mind controlling him to kill his own eggs. That's fucked up.
Razorgore and kill him, the eggs would explode upon his death, dealing massive damage and killing everyone. So you kill ads, kill the eggs, and then you kill the boss. Are you picking up
Easy
what I'm
enough.
putting down, bitch? But guys, I won't lie, this raid is really scaring me. They're cracking jokes on the mic, and they're not clearing comms. And worst of all, I think they're having, it sounds like they're having
Are we supposed to play Daddy now?
fun?
I feel like it's so funny to me that Tips hasn't streamed in like 2 years, and clear comms is still one of the biggest memes in classic WoW.
No one follow me.
No one move.
No one follow me.
move.
Get away from
Stop.
that door. Next up, I and I alone have to enter the second room and speak with Veilstrass to start the Red Shard quest.
Yeah, that's easy.
The 5-hour timer starts now. A wise man once said the purest essence of WoW's gameplay is standing and hitting.
Where's
if
the
that
world
is to be
buffs?
true, then Veilstrass is the most World
Wait.
of Warcraft fight World of Warcraft has to offer. Because
That was
wow, I'm
Uber
doing a lot of
Danger who said
standing,
that.
and with a buff that doubles your damage, you're gonna do a lot of hitting too.
Yes.
What's especially great about Veilstrass is that the double damage buff carries over to the next couple
You
of
can
trash
use it for the
mobs if you're
trash,
fast
yep.
enough, making the journey to the suppression room that bit faster. And believe me, you'll be thankful for it because this is the part where the raid slows to a grinding.
This is the worst part of all classic.
Welcome to the
This and
suppression room.
Cthulhu trash.
Designed by Satan in Hell, this room features numerous
Sucks
traps which
massive
slow
big
you by
dicks.
90%. These traps can only be disarmed by rogues.
Yeah, the depression
The time
room.
you
There
disarm
you
them
go.
for is random with no tell. And whelplings constantly spawn around each trap. And that's just
Cool.
the stage hazard. Because
A little
yes,
bit of
whilst
fun,
you have
right?
to manage those
What's wrong with a
traps,
little bit
there
of
are also
fun?
trash mobs you have to clear on the way through. But I don't get to do damage because
I
I got
fucking
ferry
hate
the
doing
raid
this,
through.
man.
It is a tedious, completely
It was
unfun
awful.
shit show of a section that spoils the pacing in what is an otherwise A-tier raid.
Yeah,
In my
Blackwing Layer
opinion.
was
The
awesome.
next boss, Broodlord Lashlayer, is a completely brain-off tank and spank. You just stand and hit. It's classic
Mm-hmm.
WoW. If you die to this boss, you're a complete fucking noob. You just stand and hit. It's classic WoW. If you die to this boss, you're a complete fucking noob.
True,
Nobody
true,
died,
so true.
So it was good.
Roll on the head if you're on the quest line. Wait, I thought Barney was
All
getting it for
DPS
sure.
is going to be on Skull and X, except for one mage, and the mage will take the text because we don't use sappers in this guild because we're incredibly
Wait.
casual.
Wait,
I think I might throw up. After pulling 4 packs of techies with no sappers, we were ready to engage the hardest
no, you
boss of
don't
the
need the
raid,
head. That's right, that's
Firemaw.
right, I forgot. You already had it. Yeah,
Firemaw,
I
by
got
all
confused.
definitions, is objectively a well-designed fight, fulfilling literally every class fantasy in one encounter. The tanks get to be slapped around and boiled alive for the duration of the fight. Melee
really
get to
fun.
risk their lives trying to pass, gambling on stack resist so as to avoid downtime moving out, and range get to stand back and safely press their one button. And it sounds so easy, right?
Bunch of stacks, guys. Bunch of your 6.
It is so easy, but it's the hardest boss in the dungeon. If you can beat Firemaw, you can beat any boss in Classic WoW. Firemaw is the hardest boss probably in all of Classic WoW.
Careful. Oh, I'm down.
You would be mistaken. Also, because this is Horde gameplay, you really gotta watch that threat.
When do I?
Oh no.
That's not good.
Oh no.
Yeah. Alright.
Yep.
the first time I've ever seen
Yep, that's a good old-fashioned Monday night BWL. We're just having a little bit of fun, wiping on the boss again. Just good old days.
I blame Barney, honestly.
Just die now.
No.
Just die now. So anyway, we've got 5 hours, and, you know, it's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be fine. Yeah.
We're not gonna make it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Res up, rust off, cape on, bait on, cap on.
Oh,
this
God.
doesn't usually hap on. Let's try this again.
Yes, it
and on
does.
this pull, the Winter
Shut up.
Court
Yes,
lived
it
up to
does.
their name because this pull.
was fucking frosty. Look, Mum, I'm pumping.
We then pull the rest of the techies,
With no sappers.
and I go over to this table to pick up this book, which is actually Chapter 7 of Draconic for Dummies.
Yup.
I'll need to collect Chapters 1 through 8 in order to make a complete book for the Engineer, which I'm now...
God, dude, like I think back on the tale of high adventure that this quest really gave you. Like this quest, in my opinion, I feel like this is the apex pinnacle of human existence was this quest in World of Warcraft Classic. It was so good. And you had to kill a chicken.
realizing in the moment, hold on, I don't even know that in character yet. Hold on, I haven't even picked up the quest that allows me to loot chapters.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Give me...
Wait, what?
Give me 1 sec. Can I get a...
Oh
can I
my
get a
god,
book
he didn't get the
to-
quest. Oh my god.
It is at this point I turn Questy on and reload my UI. When I load back in, I am
It's
dead.
so
I
dumb.
figure, fuck it, Death Warp. It is a speedrun after all.
We'll take
It's
a short
so
break while
fucking
Barnaby
dumb,
gets
man.
Back on the quest, we won't pull another boss. Shouldn't take that long. The part that
Guys, we're not gonna make it. My summon team then summons me to a remote island off the southern coast of Tanaris, where the engineer supposedly buried a copy of Draconic for Dummies some years ago. When we dig up the book, quest complete.
So, like, what you had to do is you would have to sail out to an island. You know, like in Lost Ark, where you can go off the map and find, like, special little areas? So, in WoW, there was, like, one island at the very bottom of Tanaris, and you had to swim off of the island and do that. So, they had to summon her out there so she could get that one, and then after that, then you can get all the different pages. Because I remember doing this. Again, it was one of the best fucking experiences, but it was very fucking frustrated.
It actually turns out to be a ransom note addressed to the engineer. I figure the fastest way back to the engineer is to unstuck to the Gadget Sand graveyard
That's a smart
and then
idea,
walk
actually.
north. Instead, Blizzard's patented go fuck yourself unstuck
Westfall.
technology actually teleports me to Kargath. And my summon team have already hearthed to Silithus.
What?
So, I get a summon to Silithus, fly to Tanan, hand over the ransom note, quest complete,
Oh,
and
wow.
then pick up the next quest. And this is where I realize in the footage, actually, I didn't even need to go on this tangent at all, and it will make sense
Wait,
why
really?
later. This
Why?
has just been a certified idiot moment. But
I
in
thought you had
fairness
to
to
do
me,
that.
I had not slept in like 20-something hours. If I got a little latency in the brain, you know why. Also, I literally traveled through time.
We now return to Blackwing Lair.
Okay, I'm back in the raid. Summon me because I'm bougie, though. Ooh, and the
Okay.
trash has been cleared in my absence? All according to plan. Now, if I was to tell you that the next two encounters, Ebonrock and Flamegore, involve a lot of standing and a lot of hitting, would you forgive...
It is literally the easiest fucking, these are the easiest fucking bosses in general. Samo champion trash. Yeah, look, guys, can we not do this again today? Like, holy fuck, could we just not do it? Like, nobody gives a shit. Like, could we just please not fucking do this shit? Like, yes, Barney is trans. Like, there's a male character, so sometimes I accidentally say he, because I'm looking at the character. Listen, I don't care about what your opinion about it is. I don't give a fuck. Please, I just don't, like, literally nobody cares about what your take on people being trans is. Just fucking move on, guys. Barney's not a guy, and Barney's not a girl either. Barney's a rogue. That's the best fucking thing about video games, is the fact that Barney is a rogue. Shut the fuck up. Enjoy the story.
me for jumping ahead. Oh, that's too far. Man, partial wipe to trash? That's harder than the bosses? World of Warcraft,
Imagine
baby.
that.
How much longer do we have, Barnaby?
We got, like, an hour, like 2 hours, so we're fine. I mean, we're not gonna make it. The next boss, Cro-Magus, is basically another one of those run-in, run-out fights. The only difference with this one is that there are random debuffs that will infect random players at random intervals. 4 of the 5 of these debuffs are completely negligible, though, and don't really require a second thought since they'll just be purged off you. But if you are unlucky enough to receive the 5th debuff, the Bronze Affliction,
You just
will
use the sand.
periodically
Yeah,
be
it's the sand.
frozen in time. There is only one known cure, and it is eating magic sand. But I'm trying to kick the stuff, you know, so I'm okay to sit through the 10-minute deal. Oh, why would...
Okay, well, that's good.
I mean, one little bite can't hurt, right? I mean...
Oh, no.
I gotta stop eating sand.
Do you remember whenever they said at the beginning of the first video, don't eat the sand? Oh, no. Oh god, here we go.
The Nefarian fight. Will this self-proclaimed casual guild see me through to a
This
red
is not
shard,
good at
or will
all.
this be where my Scarab Lord tale ends? Well, the main healer of
Sand
the raid did
enjoyers,
just
yeah,
find out that
clearly.
if you right-click Benediction, it turns into Anathema.
On me for it.
Something weird to my benediction.
So I'd say we're off to a good start.
So
Okay.
right-click it again in your inventory.
This is incredible.
No, it's
Only-
on a half-hour.
Wait, she doesn't... Bro, I told you guys, like, classic players, as I said, big, slow, hairy, stupid, woolly mammoths. And they're going extinct. That's what it's like, right there.
Guys, we're not gonna make it!
And
So,
with that said, Barnaby, this is your thing, so why don't you go talk
Uh-huh.
to your boy?
Oh, okay. Of course, no final boss of any raid would be complete without the arbitrary minutes of killing ads before the main guy even shows up, but this phase is incredibly simple and is definitely not cause to freak out. So I have no idea why the people in Discord were freaking out so much. In fact,
was it Tip's raid that was wiping in phase 1 of BWL? Like, I remember seeing a video of a guild just becoming absolutely overwhelmed and overrun by these mobs. It was so fucking funny.
They were freaking out so much I heard my first
Clear
shot
comms
of the entire raid. And when the casual guild says clear comms, that's when you know things are bad. For those that don't know this fight, once you kill 40 ads, Nefarian descends upon the raid and covers the entire floor in fire. And if you're not wearing your Onyxia cloak, the fire will kill you in one shot. So tell me why the 5 minutes we spent doing loot prior to pulling the boss was not enough time for over half the raid to equip their Onyxia cloaks? We're not gonna make it.
No, a lot of people don't have cloaks on. I do that as well.
Get behind the throne!
Now, you can stand behind the throne when the fire goes out, and this will avoid being hit. But it's generally considered rat behavior because you lose a bunch of uptime. Thankfully, though, we managed to get through the fire and the flames with 0 casualties. Nefarian now lands, someone rips aggro, and I die for their fucking sins.
Somebody pop Rick.
Why don't you have battle shout?
Doing it.
Holy
I'm
shit!
gonna reincarnate and I'm gonna start rezzing.
What is this? What is this run?
Yeah, we actually might not. What started off as a sarcastic little joke was now beginning to sound like my actual fate. Every time you wiped a Nefarian, you have to wait around 15 minutes for him to respawn, and as you know, I'm kind of on the clock here, so...
Dude, if we don't make it, I will get Barney B tattooed on my knuckles.
Perfect.
Well, now the stakes have never been higher, or there's never been a better time to throw this shit. Depending on who you're asking, of course. Me, personally, I kind of want the mount, but in any other timeline, he was getting those knuckle tattoos.
Yeah.
Okay, time's up. Let's do this. Barney, Beekeeper. Please put your cloaks on. Please put your... So we start the second pull. This time, everyone in the raid is prepared with their Oni cloaks, and we breeze through phase 1. The tank is also generously given the 2 seconds required to take aggro of the boss, so things are actually looking good. Now let's talk about Nefarian's main mechanic. Every so often, Nefarian will target a specific class and do what's called a class call. This is...
Bro, can I just come back real quick? I just want to go back real quick. Look how good the numbers look in Classic WoW. It is like busting a nut on your screen whenever you do a special attack and your auto attacks crit at the same time.
Every so often, Nefarian will target a specific class and do what's called a class call. This is essentially some kind of debuff or Joker's trick targeted at one specific class. And depending on your class, these can range from being the most minor inconvenience conceivable to being capable of causing the breakdown of the entire raid and a potential wipe. In the case of rogues, you get teleported in front of Nefarian and cannot move. If the tank doesn't react fast enough, this happens. And you want to know the best part about this? There's literally 0 counterplay on my part.
Wow.
I can't do anything about this. I love when mechanics don't test the individual player ability and instead put your hands in the life of some other fucking schmuck. I'm actually not mad. I mean, okay, half the raid is dead, but this
Nefarian's so easy, you can still
We just have to play perfect and get really lucky on the next couple.
Why are you behind the boss? Why are you behind?
Ice block.
We're gonna make it.
Keep him up. New class call coming.
He can do it.
We're gonna be fucked.
He can do it. He's got the shield.
So,
he can easily tank Nefarian.
Now, you guys want to know what's worse than one warrior call? Oh, I'll get to that in just
a second. So easy.
Because first, I gotta tell you that if we get this boss to 20%, all the ads that we killed in phase 1, all 40 of them, respawn at the same time and charge the raid. So now let me return to my original question. What's worse than one warrior call? That's right, 2 warrior calls, with the second one happening during the final ad phase.
Bro, I actually thought the warrior call was my favorite one, because it gave me an excuse to go into berserker stance while tanking the boss.
I think I'm just gonna let this clip play out because it is so difficult to make raiding sound interesting.
there it is, right there.
I got him.
Yep.
Corgo, do you have shield wall?
Use it. No. Use shield wall.
Okay.
Use a stone shield.
There you go, bud.
Come on, you can do it. Fire. There it is. Wow. 10-minute fight. That was, some guy in chat says that was tough.
Remember how earlier I left the raid and joined another party to get summoned to Tanaris? Well, actually that did nothing. I just love faking you guys out. It's just so easy every time. And you're thinking, I can't keep getting away with it. Oh, I will. You're already in my web and you don't even know it yet. Wow, red shard acquired. Right, you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Wow. Whoa, look at that. I love how every guild that raided in Classic WoW has a screenshot that looks just like that. I think that's so cool.
So now we're back
Yeah,
on the
that's what-
engineer's
we had
quest
that
line.
too.
If you'll remember, we are currently looking for the 3 items he needs to try and make the Arcanite Baba
Yep.
Booey. But as we found out earlier, his copy of Draconic for Dummies has been stolen, and a ransom note was left in its place.
We've got your book, gnome. If you ever want to see it again, you'll do exactly as we asked.
So, alongside Bon Hoovy, Sarsis, Merrills, and Darien, we head to the location detailed within the ransom note, and, disguised as the engineer, I place a big bag of fake gold at the edge of a cliff. A few
Bro,
anxieties...
like, no shit, this... Like, y'all see.
Riddled minutes
This
later,
mob
one
is
Dr.
really hard to
Weevil
kill.
comes flying in on a flying machine.
Look at
but
this.
for real, why did they make it take 5 minutes for this guy to spawn in? The whole time we were waiting, I thought I fucked the quest up. I
did
swear,
too.
every single quest in this quest line is specifically tailored to fuck with your mental. Anyway, the
Yes,
doctor
it
takes
is.
one look at our disguise and sees right through it. Who could have seen
It's
this
Dr.
coming? He then
Weevil.
summons a giant gorilla to kill us and escapes in his flying
This
machine.
gorilla
I
is
pop
no
adrenaline
joke.
rush and evasion and
This
start
is a
rogue
big
tanking
dick
number
gorilla.
2. I figure with a healer, I can probably tank this for
No,
the duration
you
of my
can't.
evasion and then vanish the threat off to the warrior. Unfortunately for me, Blizzard's patented, it really emulates early 2000s internet. Spell bashing technology meant that I actually didn't cast Vanish at all. I lay dead in
Surprise!
the snow like the pathetic little gnome bitch I am as my team once again carries me to victory. If you'll remember, Merrills was the mage who helped me get my Mallet of Zul'Farrak all those
Oh my
months ago,
God.
and here I am yet again with my content beholden to his kindness.
A year
I truly
later.
couldn't do this without my friends. However, because Bon Hoovy is a druid, he is useless and isn't carrying resurrection materials. He is instead going to leave it up to chance with cables, as will Merrills and Darien. Well, I
Oh
think
my
we know how this
God.
one goes. Yup.
That's
Right,
a
calm
that's
down,
an L.
right?
That's an L.
Don't do
We've got one more.
please. Thank God. I'm up!
There it is.
Merrills then opens a portal
Easy.
to Thunderbluff for me, and I fly to the engineer in Tanaris to tell him that the plan failed. And also, because we didn't keep to our end of the ransom, Dr. Weevil has obliterated the Draconic for Dummies book. Quest complete. So now our only option is to track down the last known surviving copy of Draconic for Dummies, which, because it's the Scarab Lord questline, has actually had all 8 of its pages torn out and scattered to the
Isn't
wind.
that convenient?
Once I find all 8 chapters, I can use
Yeah.
this book binding to refashion the book. This questline's never gonna end, is it?
This is just-
one quick stop off in Gadget.
Even at level 80, this took me like a month to do. Like, I was playing casually. I wasn't doing it, like, every day. But, like, this took a really, really long time, even at level 80. It was insane. I can't imagine going back and doing this now.
and to meet with this chef, quest complete, and to discuss the possibility of acquiring a fat chicken. He tells me no such chicken exists, but does clue us in on one Lord Lakmiran, a chimera who, with proper preparation, may or may not look like a 500-pound chicken. And whilst I'm here in Tanaris, I figure I may as well hand in the red shard to our good friend Anachronos, who once again rewards us with a completely useless piece of jewelry. Quest complete.
What was that tweet? Wait, what was that tweet? Found the elusive Barney today, but he was in a Scarab Lord rush and didn't try to sell me a Lucky Charm sad face. Oh, shit. People are tracking him down.
Chapter 7 acquired.
Wow.
Welcome.
This
to
is the
Alcaz
hard
Island.
one.
With the Blackwing Lair chapter safely obtained.
Do y'all remember back in Classic WoW Beta, whenever I went in and I tried to fight this boss and we brought like 300 people and he killed every single one of us? This is the boss.
I was summoned to Alcaz Island to murder Dr. Weevil in
Fuck
cold
him.
blood. After all, he's the reason this quest has become so long. I mean,
True.
because he has chapter 1 for some reason. Two birds, one stone, if you ask me. However, Dr. Weevil is absolutely not a pushover. Even
No,
with a raid group
he
of
ain't
20,
no bitch.
he is still incredibly challenging due to his menacing mechanics and large health bar. Every
And he
6
mind
or so
controls
seconds,
people,
Dr.
too.
Weevil stuns everyone in line of sight of him, and every 20 or so seconds, he mind controls a random ally who will now be out of commission for the remainder of the encounter. Now, I
And they
could
have
sit
to be
here and
CC
slice
too.
old
They gain
footage
a
to
ton of
craft
extra
some
health and
underdog
everything.
narrative about how this boss was difficult to overcome, but rest assured, this will be the 11th time we have destroyed Dr. Weevil, and we have become exceedingly efficient at it.
There it
Chapter 1
is.
acquired.
Also, lore tidbit, this is the island where Varian Rin was kept, in prison.
Yep,
And
down
then
at the
this
bottom.
quest is the only thing they did with this location in the game.
Hey, Barney, you
I
heard me.
actually didn't mind that. I wish there were more things in the game that just existed for the sake of existing. And it doesn't have to be like a massive quest line or anything like that. There just has to be like a couple of things. You know, like that Panda Isle that we went to yesterday on Lost Ark? That was so fucking good.
Ranch, right?
Yeah, I have.
Oh. Farming the Feldarts?
Clothed rogue in the marsh at
Oh,
Sunken Temple.
the Acranius one.
Big, long quest. I'm not doing this bit. Now, you might be wondering, why am I in a level 40 dungeon? Well, you see, the green shard was given to a green dragon named Aranicus. And this is where Aranicus lives.
Is a
wait,
bitch.
Isn't this place, like, super evil? Well, yes.
Yes,
It's no
it is.
secret that Aranicus and his crew were driven insane by the very same old god they thought they had vanquished deep within the temple. But he has the green shard, so I'm not really left any choice. But as I enter Aranicus'
There's no
chamber,
way you
I'm
can
not
solo
met with
that
a
shit.
large green dragon, but
Oh,
rather
yeah.
a shade and Malfurion Stormrage. Malfurion informs me that Aranicus can't be here right now because he's busy terrorizing the Emerald Dream. And if we want to
Dude,
get that
I
green
forgot
shard, we'll
all
have
about
to summon
this.
Aranicus from the Emerald Dream and purge him
Holy
of his
shit.
corruption. Now, do you want to see some fucking sweaty,
Disgusting!
I can't believe you even bothered to think this far ahead gameplay? Check out these summons. Bam! Random Teldrassil location to hand in this quest to the Wisp. Quest
Wow.
complete. But wait, I'm not done. Follow-up summon to the Shrine of Remulus in Moonglade to hand that very same quest in immediately.
Bro, this is 100%. This is actually proof that Barney is the main character of the server. Straight up. Like, the actual main character of the server. It's that easy.
Quest complete. Any % world record,
Yeah,
by
this
the way.
is-
I know it might
that
not
is
look like
gaming
much
right
to you
there.
guys because, I mean, you're watching the video, right? It's all cut up and edited for you. But
Yes.
every time you see me get summoned, these are pre-planned summon teams that real people have had to level up and
Yes.
put their character in that position.
Those
just
are
so I
real
can save
people
10
that
to
probably
20
are not
minutes here
getting
and there.
paid for
Fucking
this.
Gamers.
Imagine that.
So spread around Azeroth are these 4 Emerald Dream portals, outside of which roam packs of elite green dragonkin. Except for the Duskwood one, but just forget about that one for now. To summon Aranicus back into our realm, we are going to need to obtain a Nightmare Fragment from each area. Actually, cut the music. Fuck the script. I need a real talk. These Nightmare Fragments drop from the elite mobs that you can find outside the portals, right? And you think, cool, just go kill some elites.
But those are really hard to
That's me
kill,
laughing.
yeah.
And this is where I make the music creep back in, okay? Got him. No, of course it's not that easy. This is the Scarab Lord questline where every quest is specifically tailored to make you want to exit game. So here's the thing with this quest, right? We still to this day do not know the drop chance of the Nightmare Fragments. Me personally, I want to say it's 1%. Based on my experience,
Oh
I
my
think
God.
it's 1%. Now, killing elites for a 1% drop is already fucking game.
It's not that bad. Like, the way that you do it, see, this is the thing, is that the way you farm something like that has a low drop chance is you do it one mob at a time. You never go and try to do like 10 mobs at a time, or you never try to think like how many it's going to take. You kill one at a time. One at a time. 1, 2, 3 at a time.
The thing with these packs are, they actually require a small raid because they slap. Alliance players might not know this, but on the Horde side,
You can
people
kite them all the
kite
way, yes.
These mobs from Ashenvale to Orgrimmar to just kill everyone in the city. But
Yep.
wait, I'm still not done. The other thing with these mobs is that if you kill all the packs and you don't get the drop, you have to wait like an hour for the respawns. There are people in my
Jesus
guild that
Christ, I
spent
didn't know it was that
literally
long.
days on just this part of the quest alone.
What?
It's not looking good. So this is me, and I'm in the Undercity picking up Draconic for Dummies, Chapter 4.
Just do it.
Thanks for watching.
Wow. Damn.
Chapter 4 acquired. Welcome,
That's good.
come to the hinterlands. I grabbed literally anyone who was online and willing to help and
I feel like if you were able to get the Dr. Weevil one, I think Barney's going to get it. I think Barney's going to get Scarab Lord. I'm pretty confident about it.
we may as well start here. And I think I'm going to let this clip of our first pull just play out. It's a clip where you say something like, I fucking hate this game. By the way, first mob, first fucking fragment, let's go!
Wow.
Well, that was lucky. Or a terrible omen. There's something with me getting really, really
Holy
lucky
shit.
and then immediately getting
First
really,
mob.
really unlucky. Oh boy,
There
I
it
sure
is.
hope that doesn't happen here. And even though we don't have summons to Feralis, I can just edit the video like, wow, it's like I got summoned. Now,
It's
I wish I
crazy,
could tell
right?
you that I was lucky enough to get the drop on my first pull again, but
Yeah.
it is with a shit-eating grin that I can tell you it only took 20 minutes for me to drop my second fragment. Got it.
20 minutes is still really fucking good. Like, unless it's taking you more than 2 hours to farm something, it's just casual shit.
We're out of here.
When I start Lost Ark, I'm gonna do the Lost Ark. I'm gonna watch one video about the Lost Ark shop, and then I'm going to start playing. That's my plan.
We're
After
going
this.
to Ashenvale.
Yeah.
And now I'm actually not
Took days
smiling
for
anymore
some?
because this
Then
is
just farm
for
more.
sure just a terrible omen. Also, I forgot to mention the reason I did the portals in this order was because currently right now in Ashenvale, there's an Alliance person on this questline too. I had
Oh, so
initially
you're
wanted
fighting
to
him.
be diplomatic about the situation, but with only 24 hours left.
Look, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. Fuck him. Fuck him. What a mistake. What a fucking mistake. Oh my god, what a mistake. They should not have done this. I guarantee this is gonna... Dude's legit AFK?
Jeez, they could at least make it hard, like, at least
Damn.
make it fun. The Alliance had, as is customary around
Yeah.
these parts, failed to put up any meaningful resistance.
Oh,
We took the leader of their group hostage and told those motherfuckers Ashenvale's closed.
What the... No. That's some bullshit. I don't want to hear about it, guys. Miss me with that lion-ass bullshit.
And these guys really just took the fucking L, huh? Like,
They sure did.
Still in corpse?
They got their ass beat.
Yeah, it's pretty sad, dude.
It's been 45 minutes. As the Alliance lay molding in their corpses for, yes, like 45 minutes, we took it upon
Jesus.
ourselves to hit every single pack on respawn. But in
Yeah.
fairness to the Alliance, they weren't the only ones molding. Fucking please, please dispel the root. Please
It's
fucking
just-
dispel the root, dude.
It's so
I need to tag
bad.
it. Don't kill the thing. And you haven't tagged
It's-
it yet.
it's
I need
so-
to get dispelled. I'm
it-
rooted again. I need
It's-
one
oh
dispel.
God,
I've been
it's
rooted
so
for
bad.
40
Oh,
seconds.
It's so bad. It was bad. It was so bad.
Thank you. Listen, I hadn't slept in a very long time, so if I sound like a raid leader, my apologies. The good news is, even with my lack of sleep, I was able to get clips like this. The guy in the back. Let's get this guy. I'm gonna distract.
Oh, what an idiot. Bro, that's why I would
That
always
was a
move with
big
my mouse.
distract.
And I would move a little back and
And
forth.
it is with a huge ego, I get to tell you that the Alliance all left after that.
Yeah, of
But
course.
someone else
'cause they're
showed
outnumbered.
up.
Wait.
Frywood. The same Frywood who had just last week griefed me relentlessly, Frywood? The same Frywood who had to be camped into submission, Frywood? Frywood Redemption Arc, Frywood? I was skeptical, but at 2 a.m. server time, I will take anyone I can get. This is where Frywood
getting a
whips
little
out
bit
his
desperate,
Ritual
huh?
of Doom, which is basically the World of Warcraft equivalent of Russian roulette. I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever seen this ability be used.
Yeah, I don't think... Oh.
Why me?
Oh, Firewood's
me?
revenge.
Well played, Frywood. Alas, the hand of fate would continue to
Yep.
gesture towards me the middle finger as I found myself going dry on the Ashenvale fragment hour after hour, pack after pack, respawn after respawn.
Oh my God.
Worst of all, word spreads fast, and when you hear that the last remaining Scarab Lord is now 12 hours deep bottlenecked in Ashenvale, why, that's the perfect time
Yep.
for a 40-man Alliance raid to pull up and kill that.
I told you that shit was a mistake. I told you it was a fucking mistake because people were gonna send all of the guys over because they know that they can fuck your ass by doing that, man. 100%. Like I like trust me, guys. Diplomacy is always the better option.
Last little bit of hope you have left.
They went to
but they
Crying
didn't know who they were
Stormwind, yep.
griefing. My busy bees are everywhere. You think I
Just
wasn't
to
gonna
come and
find
grief
out?
you.
Yeah, we
Yep.
got the fuck out of there just as the raid showed up. Nice try, bitch. Next time, don't pick the one person who's always numbers steps ahead. Welcome to Molten Core. So the plan was always that if we got griefed at Ashenvale, we would
Do
just make a
Molten Core
beeline
instead.
straight for Molten Core.
So
Like,
I
what are they
think
gonna do?
I
Grief
think
us in a
Ragnaros
raid?
has
And that
one of
way
the
I can try and
pages.
get my goggles whilst the heat dies down. We have
If I
12 hours
remember
left,
right.
by the way. Also, I just want to say something really quickly to the people that might be concerned about my health, like in real life. During the time in which we were in Ashenvale waiting for respawns, I would spend those like 45-minute intervals sleeping at my desk. I wouldn't recommend it. So the engineers...
I would do that. I used to do the same thing. I would lay down from like that was actually that chair right there. That shitty chair with only one arm on it. The arm fell off and I would lay down in a chair and take like mini naps in between wipes and Karazhan. Back in the day at like 4 a.m. And I would leave my headphones on because we'd wipe at Nether Spite or something like that, and it would take everybody like 30 minutes to get back, so I could have like 5 mini naps.
XBFF dropped the goggles somewhere in here, and what that means for us as players is the goggles drop from trash, and it's like a 10% drop chance. Go fuck yourself. But everything will be okay because I have my lucky charm. No, not this thing. I mean this guy. Accidentals. Let me tell you a little story about accidentals. So like 2 weeks ago, I'm doing this exact same trash farm for someone else's goggles, and we go like 3 full hours of just killing every single mob in Molten Core with no luck. I'm talking several resets of Molten Core, like no bosses, just trash. Like, you don't even get to come. But as soon as we invite Axie, wow. And trust me when I tell you, I've got a good eye for, like, lucky things, right? That's like my whole bit. So we start pulling trash at noon, and 25 minutes later...
All right. Great. Problem solved.
I want to say once again.
Say it.
Hey, this was my ID, Barney.
I know. Listen, I said you were going to be my little good luck charm. Now, could you
it's
bring
just
that
easy, boys.
Please? The goggles had been a piece of cake. Terrible omen. So it was back to hitting our heads against the brick wall that is Ashenvale. We had just spent 12 uninterrupted hours there, but going forward, I would need to move around the map as if I'm being pursued by a large raid, which, by the way, I am. Word on the street is that they are waiting right now outside of this very Molten Core in preparation for us to reset the trash. So they'll never see it coming if I get summoned to Ashenvale to kill all the packs that have in the meantime respawned. Still no fragment, by the way. And then fly to Winterspring. Why Winterspring, you ask? Because your bitch wanted to spring on this dick. Because I can kill demons in Winterspring to try and get Chapter 3.
Oh yeah,
but the real reason I'm doing this is I want to bait the Alliance raid away from Ashenvale so that when respawns are back up, I can just get summoned right back over. And once again, just as the Alliance were pulling up on my location, this game of cat and mouse had grown so fun for me that I wasn't even bothered by the fact we went another entire cycle with no drop. 9 hours remain, and here's where I execute my most dastardly bamboozle yet. I went straight back to Winterspring.
Jesus Christ.
Chapter 3 acquired.
Wow.
So I took a summon right back to
You are so
Ashenvale,
close.
despite the fact that there were no spawns. Just to fuck with the Alliance, really. But as soon as that first pack did respawn...
You were so fucking close.
I'm gonna get square next. I got the fragment. Let's fucking go, guys! Let's do it! Sorry.
Wow, that hurt my ears.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to scream.
There you go.
8 hours remain. Ashenvale had stolen 15 hours from me, but no more.
As I said, it's not 8 hours. It's more than that because you have extra time. You have extra time to go in and after the first person hits it. You have 8 more hours.
My green dragon farm had come to an end, and I was ready to get that fat chicken. With the Alliance closing in on our position, we did something no Horde player would ever do. Portal to Thunderbluff. Genius mix-up. This also let me take some meat out of the bank that I prepared earlier. Like, literally a year ago. I need 20 total for the quest, but I'll get 3 later. A few of us were then summoned to the Isle of Dread in Feralis to kill the unique Chimera elite Lord Lackmiran, and it is now later. See how efficient I am? I got the corpse of Lord Lackmiran and the rest of the meat that I needed in 1 kill.
The like lightning shield on him.
I've been planning this for years. Also, the Alliance raid saw that we were in Feralis and pulled up thinking we were at the Green Dragons, but they weren't. No one's there. By the time they figured out what we were doing, it was already too late. We had half the Kargap and started making the journey south to the Tainted Scar. It is here that I would get Chapter 2
hard to kill.
And I know it seems like I've like scripted this, but I got Chapter 2 on the first pull. Guys.
Let's get out of here. Wow. What the fuck?
Chapter 2 acquired. Next up, the Duskwood Nightmare Fragment. To conquer the challenge that lay before me, I would need to this time gather a full raid, because unlike the other Nightmare fragments, this last fragment is dropped by a unique boss that can only be summoned by this quest. However, I can't just be standing around
Bro, I remember that guy used to do like a mind control or something like that. I had my mom off-heal me whenever I did that boss. Like, she was healing me, like, way off in the distance, and then she would move out of range of the mind control to top me off, and then run away. Dude, oh my god, that's so crazy. It's like, that was literally, like, fucking, what was that, 12, 13 years ago? Wow.
Duskwood giving away our position, summoning people
dude,
as we invite them, because
days.
this boss we're about to fight is incredibly griefable. Much like a world boss, if you die to the Twilight Corruptor, he grows in size and strength, and because this boss actually hits hard, 1 death is all it can take for the encounter to quickly spiral out of control.
Holy
if
shit.
the Alliance show up here in Duskwood, it is absolutely GG no re for my Scarab Lord, because they will be able to just endlessly sacrifice themselves to the boss to ensure we can never kill him. Now more than ever, I need to be stealthy. Now more than ever, I need to be unpredictable. Now more than ever, I need to be a rogue. Ow.
Okay.
And God, I fucking love being a rogue. Because you already know I figured out exactly what we're gonna do. World buff alert. Is putting a fake world buff notice in the world buff Discord immoral? I'll let you decide. But I did what needed to be done, because if the Alliance, who are definitely stalking this Discord, see that we are dropping a heart, they will probably assume that we are about to go raiding. And because I still do actually need to kill Onyxia and Ragnaros on this questline, it's the perfect plan. They think we're meeting up here to get a buff and then fly to Molten Core, but actually we're just gonna walk into Duskwood. I'm a genius. See?
This is where you
the
find
subterfuge of this and just like all of the mind games make it so much better. Holy shit.
If Shaman love you or not.
Yeah, it's so sweaty for no reason.
Had 10 minutes to buff everyone with the same shit.
It's so good. What we say? Oh, they didn't even get a buff. That sucks. Wow. That's a little adventure. We had broken into Duskwood, and the Alliance/Whoing Me would know exactly what we were getting up to. And with Duskwood being so close to Stormwind, we had just shy of 10 minutes to kill this boss and get out, or it's done for. And I know that it might look like I'm just standing still here, but the boss starts spawning the moment I walk into the next subzone. So here, I'm waiting for my raid to get in position, because trust me, I've done this boss 10 times now. So outside of the getting larger mechanic, which he also does the mind control.
This boss basically does two things. The first move, which he spams,
I think so, right?
away and applies a dot that cannot be dispelled. And the second move is just a mind control.
Yes!
Yeah, just throw in a mind control. If you haven't already been able to tell yet, the main way we deal with this boss is to pull him back to this pillar, which lets the caster's line of sight, and the tanks don't have to worry about getting knocked away.
That's why I remember I had to solo the boss at level 80, is because if I did it with a group, people would get MC'd and they would kill me.
It's a problem for the melee. And yeah, I'd like to say we struggled with this boss, but again,
Not
this
really.
is the 11th time I've killed this thing. Anything short of a perfect pull would just be embarrassing.
This boss has also
Could you
less
imagine?
health
This
than
is how
Rag.
people talk about classic WoW, like you don't just stand and hit.
Yeah. That's all.
Only 4 minutes had passed since we first entered
That's
Duskwood,
it.
but that was all the time we needed to get
There
the
it is.
fragment and get out. The Alliance raid had been thwarted once more, but I made no efforts to disguise our next move. In fact, of all the places we could have gone next, I picked the most obvious because I'm disrespectful like that. Welcome to Moonglade. Buy my merch. With all 4 nightmare fragments gathered, quest complete, it was time to
the
summon
green
Irenicus
dragon.
from the Emerald Dream and purge him of his corruption once and for all. As we walk up to town alongside Remulus, I'm going to take this time to go over the Irenicus encounter using footage I got during other people's questlines, because, you know, I've done this 10 times already. So this fight has 2 phases. In phase 1, shades continually spawn and run at literally whoever, doing tons of damage and AoE shadow bolts. Oh, and they can also AoE fear. Our strat is to hide inside this building out of line of sight, so they're more likely to target the town guard, so you can DPS them down in more manageable numbers. Oh, and yeah, you occasionally get like a big dude. So that's phase 1. If you haven't wiped to shades after a
Dude, this is... I can't believe they added all of this into the game, and it was only for the opening of the gates. This was just such a cool thing, man.
Amount of time each pull. Phase 2 begins.
Well,
All the shades
9.2 Survival
disappear,
Guide just
and
dropped,
Irenicus
just, you know,
descends from
I'll
the
watch it
sky.
after
And
this.
here it is my pleasure to get to show you this World of Warcraft classic exclusive dragon fight.
Wow.
Where you stand
and hit.
Oh,
there it is.
Come up with this. Around 20% health, a roleplay will begin. And during this, you can actually kill Irenicus if you really want to. But you're meant to wait so that he turns green and the quest completes. So, you know, like if you were an enemy raid looking to grief, you would maybe want to kill the dragon. Yeah? So that's the encounter we're about to start. After a short roleplay where the bad guy, you know, says the line, I'm gonna get you all. And then we're like, no, Irenicus, we're gonna purge you of your corruption, bitch. Combat begins.
Okay, everybody just gets behind there. It seems easy enough. Yeah, this was always an easy boss.
We're here, Barney, and don't DPS.
This was never a struggle at all.
Yeah. Now, because we were pretty sure if I die, the quest fails, it was in my best interest that, for as long as possible, I should sit in the corner and do nothing. Said the Alliance spy from behind us. By the way, this is a neutral zone, so if any PvP breaks out, the town guards will swiftly put
they
the
just
culprits
attack
to
everybody.
death.
But
All
I
could
don't.
do
I
was
thought the
sit
town
back
guards
and
here
hope
weren't
that
that
the
powerful.
RNG in phase 1 was
I don't
good.
remember.
And everything was going pretty good until it didn't.
Yeah, it's about right.
This was a certified not good moment. I would now have to walk back down to Remulus, restart the escort, and try again. And we really didn't have this time to spare. As I started the RP for a second time, the Alliance dogs began to summon their raid of griefers right in front of me, taunting me. And they thought they were so smart too.
Oh look, you can't attack us.
Well, guess what? If you're showing up to grief an encounter where part of the encounter is that shades will run to the closest person within line of sight, you probably don't want to summon your fucking team of morons where the shades spawn. You were so close to catching me too. Off screen, the Alliance summoners die molding as they are ravaged by shades. This buys us time to get into a favorable position from which we are able to secure a smooth phase 1. So really, I should be thanking the Alliance. Like really, I cannot understate just how useful it was to have like 6 or 7 bozos just die outside. After a few minutes of killing shades, Aranicus descends and we get to experience some hidden content gameplay. Wow. I have never seen anything like this before.
Let's do it, boys.
Aranicus.
Just keep killing them.
On that note, we need to move to Onyxia. As my team started heading towards Onyxia's lair, I walked back to Remulus to hand in the quest. Quest complete.
Wow, green shard acquired.
Thunderbluff portal for the
Barney's gonna be able to do it.
I didn't see coming. Blah, blah, blah.
Wait, I'm telling you guys, like, there's no shot that Barney doesn't do it. There's no shot. Like, this is the easiest, like, this is... Every hard challenge has already been beaten.
Onyxia's lair. Remind yourself though, raids reset in literally a few hours. Finding people not yet locked to Onyxia was proving to be difficult, and it seemed getting a full 40-man raid together for this particular fight was going to be out of the question. 23 was the number of valiant heroes that would journey with me into the Dragon's Lair. A departure from the recommended 40 to be certain.
More than enough.
This fight is a marathon, not a sprint. If we all play like the smart genius gamers I know we are, this should be a piece of cake. Okay, listen the fuck up.
Okay.
You're gonna DPS very, very slowly. Now, and by slowly, I mean fucking slowly. If you get aggro, it means you're gonna lose 50 DK.
Okay, dude.
And watch the fucking tail.
6 hours left. It's so easy. Onyxia is the easiest boss in the game.
You know what I like about Classic? It doesn't matter how long you've played the game, what gear you have, or what bosses you have on farm. All it takes is for one greedy button press into a taunt resist, and now the mage has aggro. Good luck fixing it, and watch the fucking tail.
Oh my god.
No way they're gonna...
Many whelps! Left side! Handle it!
What are they doing?
Wanted to say that. So we handle the whelps and then slowly take Onyxia through phase 1.
What are they doing?
Once she dips below 60% health, she transitions into phase 2, where she flies up into the air and starts launching fireballs at people. During this phase, only the ranged can hit her, and given that we only have 7 ranged and she stays up there till 40%,
sounds like a bad time.
A very long air phase. Also,
Breath,
I feel like I'm missing
3 people
something.
die.
Wait, if she stays up in the air, doesn't she start like covering the ground? I knew I was forgetting something. And it wasn't just me. Some of us were so used to this boss being dead already that we completely forgot she actually has mechanics and a moveset. What a Warcraft.
I never learned how to do the Onyxia breath. Because I always played tank, and I had so much health, I would just get healed. It wouldn't kill me.
It's one of those funny games where the better you become at the game, the worse you actually become at the game. And if that doesn't make sense to you, it's because you're bad. But that's a good thing, I promise. Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is truly bliss. Do you think my WoW logs make me happy? Do you think raiding makes me happy?
I hope
Listen
not.
Up. There is no joy to be had from mastering World of Warcraft, okay? There is only pain. Nevertheless, we pushed through the longest phase 2 of my entire life. 6 people had perished, leaving only 17 of us to finish phase 3. And actually, Withers has aggro, so let's make that 7
the mage has aggro.
Phase
That's
3
great.
has a fear, by the way. And watch the fucking tail. But as I said earlier, this fight is a marathon, not a sprint. And even with no world buffs, even with 10 people dead,
it doesn't matter.
And even when I rip aggro at the last second intentionally and try to turn the boss to tail swipe the raid, hey, what's the fucking tail? This fight was
oh my god. Got him. Fucking got him. And there's the chapter right there.
Take that,
alrighty.
Chapter 6 acquired.
2 bags? It's as they say, scuffed equals stuff, which is why I find it no surprise K-Bay rolled a 100.
That's
After
a good
all,
roll.
Is there anything more scuffed than
2 bags?
Something weird to my benediction.
I dished out the loot, and then it was off to Tanaris to cash in on some dopamine points. I gave the goblin my meat, quest complete, and then he says he needs some salt and rocket fuel, which I already have. Quest complete. He then gives us a fat chicken, which we hand in to the engineer immediately.
Quest complete.
And we also hand in the goggles from Molten Core. Speaking of Molten Core, Ragnaros has a Draconic for Dummies chapter I need, and it is nearly 7 server time. The Winter Court had once again agreed to let me reach their raid because I'm just such a nice person. But really because I have, like, really good luck. I'm actually insufferable.
Yeah, me too.
Man, look at all this great
Ooh,
big
big strikers.
I understand why Final Boss recruited Barnaby at this point.
Why?
Because you bring the loot.
I have a double gut gore ripper.
Yeah, see, it's a curse. You don't get shit.
Yeah, I don't get them. Now, I'm not going to try and conjure content where there is none to be found, because the truth is, this entire Molten Core was just an incredibly standard ordeal. Outside of the loot being really good, there really is nothing to talk about, because, you know, it's molten.
Do you guys remember whenever I did that run on my Warlock, who was level 51 for Molten Core, and the Talisman of Ephemeral Power dropped, and I looted it to my level 51 Warlock over all of the other mages and Warlocks in the raid? Do you remember that? Yes. and then I got the Mage Blade too. And the Mage Blade dropped, and I looted it to a level 51 Warlock to myself. And then I finally got the character, leveled all the way to 60, and then I never played it again. I put on all the gear and I never played it again.
Now.
Problem solved.
We're in combat, so I actually can't.
Petition.
Those were the good days, guys.
Oh, yeah. Actually, none of our rogues need it. You're welcome.
I'm gonna take Perditions and
those
leave
were the good
Draconic
days.
for dummies. That's actually all I came for.
And fuck your quest and just say fuck it.
It was all a ruse to get rid of Gore Ripper.
They got
from the very start. Funny joke, right?
Barney actually has over 12 hours left. Over 12 hours. There's no way this isn't gonna happen.
Actually drops though.
No
Someone's
way.
up there taunting me. You think
100% it's gonna happen.
You?
Chapter 8 acquired.
It's all right.
Locked away deep within the Stormwind library sits Chapter 5 of Draconic for Dummies, the final chapter I need to finish my
Just
tome.
go get
But
it.
at peak server hours with an Alliance raid following your every move, one
Just
does
go
not
get it.
simply stealth into Stormwind. And also, if I'm being honest, I've never even been there before. Like, I wouldn't even know where to go. But I do know someone that does. Meet Eddie. And where do I even begin with it?
What?
Even begin with Eddie, huh?
There
So
we
the
go.
thing with Eddie is, he doesn't really understand that he's not human anymore. Arthur's kind of
That was so weird. Why? Why
this
is this
guy
happening?
marinate in the ground a little too long before raising him, and so
Okay.
with only like half a brain, he doesn't really get it. He
The
doesn't
quality
really
will
get the
improve
whole
in a
undead
minute.
thing. But that's okay because he's
Don't worry
harmless
about it.
and adorable. Look at this little guy. Long ago, the Horde and the Alliance of Grobulus came to an agreement that Eddie would be free to live and fish in Stormwind unbothered. Since can we please just let something
Yeah, it's
pure
a
exist
true
for
WoW
once?
experience,
So who
okay?
better to escort me through Stormwind than the one undead no Alliance
Yeah.
wants to kill? The one undead who has true diplomatic immunity. Okay, roleplay server. Don't fail me now.
Okay.
Library, I announced in human as I walked across the bridge into Stormwind City.
Where is the library?
Oh my god,
What
he's
are you
fluent in
doing,
human
Barney?
too. It was here that Eddie shows me a neat Stormwind trick. If you wave to the guards, they are legally obligated to stop pursuing you and wave back. By
What the
spamming a
fuck?
wave macro, you can effectively stun lock guards until you leave their aggro radius. This doesn't work on patrollers though, so keep that in mind as we approach.
I wonder who the first person who figured that out was. You know what I mean? Like, I really do. That's so fucking funny. Wow.
The city entrance, we had gathered quite the crowd, but stealth was never an option, so we just have to hope for the best here.
Where is the library?
Eddie asked again as he was approached by a swarm of guards that not even the greatest Osu legend would be able to wave macro into submission. I barely had enough time to utter library before we were both forced to take a quick nap. So rude.
Just fly in.
Right?
I'm just trying to acquire knowledge.
Two perfectly normal
Just
humans
fly.
having a stroll through Stormwind.
Take two.
We come bearing no ill will.
Asserted
fly.
Eddie as we woke back up in Stormwind. Oh my god, real Janie? Library?
We only seek your knowledge.
Library?
Where is the library?
Library? I was then assassinated by an off-screen menace for being annoying,
Barney's
I suspect.
Barney, no.
At least they left Eddie alive. And he's the main character in
Oh
all
my
this.
god,
It's his
Barney's
Stormwind.
throwing.
We're just stealthing through it. Speaking
Oh
of,
my
I somehow
God.
managed to stealth through the trade district and reconvene with Eddie in the canals.
Hello.
Library?
Could you ladies guide us to the library?
Library?
Library.
Oh my god, they understand.
Yes.
Eddie proclaimed.
Where is it?
Mordrina beckons
This
us
is
over
it.
and
It's
starts
over.
leading us somewhere.
It's
Are
over.
these night elves bothering you fine humans?
I said no
Yes.
as Eddie responded.
They seem nice.
Wish I could say the same for the racist guards. I said to Eddie as we waited in the canals
Oh,
for the
the
heat
sewer
to die
beast.
down. You know I've drowned people in here.
That never happened.
It did. I just can't be bothered to find the footage right now.
Library,
course.
here we
come.
Going into this, I
It's the
didn't
same
know
whenever
what
I
to
soloed,
expect, but if you
Mythic
told me that I
Sylvanas.
would have a considerable Alliance entourage escorting me to the library, I would have said, yeah, right, at what point do they slit my throat? But here we are, just taking a nice leisurely stroll through the
I don't believe it. I do not believe this. Like, there's no way Barney gets in, gets the thing, and leaves. There's no way. Somebody is gonna fuck it up.
A few minutes later, we arrived at the
I
library
don't
where I
believe
was
it.
met with multiple guards and some fucking dweeb named Brungus. Fucking Brungus. And
Fucking, I knew it. Brungus, man. Brungus is holding down the fort. Brungus is keeping up the spirit of the Alliance. Okay, he's not into that cross-faction collusion bullshit. He's out there to really fight and go to war.
Brungus cut me down just before I managed to collect the chapter 2. The bastard. But he wasn't gonna get me a second time. I revived, popped a limited invulnerability potion, and enjoyed my 5 seconds of invulnerability as I collected the final chapter of Draconic for Dummies. And you cannot kill me in a way that matters now, Brungus.
It's over, Brungus.
Brungle bitch.
All chapters acquired.
You got
and
it!
And so ended the first of many adventures with Eddie. The latter I'm sure you will never see because I'm already over my 1 video per year quota. Do you feel that though? That chill in the air? Something's not right. As I flew to Tanaris, I couldn't help but sense an unsettling aura on the wind. I had just literally walked into Stormwind and obtained the final chapter with barely any resistance. Where was the raid of griefers? They didn't even show up. Maybe they'll jump me at the engineer, I thought, as I pulled up to finally hand in a completed Draconic for Dummies. Quest complete. There was nary an alliance to be seen. This is the part of the questline where the engineer informs us that he is 99% certain he can create the Arcanite Baba Booey. If he gets a few more items. But don't worry, these are all items I prepared earlier. In fact, this exact quest is why for months, even before bug farming, I was deep in the hives of Silithus farming rich thorium
There you go.
And I didn't care who I had to step on to get to them.
Lame,
If something
bro.
was going to stop me from getting
Thanks,
Scarab,
bro.
it sure as fuck wasn't going to be RNG gems from mining nodes. Quest complete. And finally, I obtained my Arcanite
Baba Booey.
With one last boss to go and the Alliance griefers nowhere to be seen, I took my summon to Azshara with a great big smile. That mount is so close I can taste it. And then I looked to my left.
I forgot about this part.
Oh no!
Holy shit!
No!
Oh. Oh no! In the final hours, it's a battle in the water.
The underwater combat. The best way to
Jesus
finish.
Christ! They'll win. They'll win. Summon the boss now. Go. Well, they're dead.
Stupid.
Get their
idiots.
insignias.
What the fuck were they thinking? The Alliance, as is customary
And there
around
he
these
is.
parts, had completely failed to put a dent in our magnificent Horde war machine.
I remember he was
threw down
bigger
the
back in the
Arcanite
day.
Baba Booey and summoned
he
the
was
fish
bigger.
who swallowed the blue scepter
They made
gem.
him smaller
and this is
in
where,
Classic
right
WoW.
on time, the healers
He's way
fall
bigger.
asleep.
Look at that, dude. Just like Kazakh. Exactly, just like Kazakh.
Raid! He's gonna eat
Come on.
me! Oh my god!
I already did.
Oh.
17K.
No way you're gonna wipe on this boss. No way. It's impossible. It's impossible. Nobody can wipe on this
Hey,
boss.
fuck him up. Oh, fuck it up. Hey!
Get him. There it is.
Holy
Res on
shit.
Barney. Get a combat res on Barney. Combat
man,
res
that-
on Barney B.
That
Can
was.
we get a combat res on Barny B, guys?
Wow, blue shard acquired.
There it is.
Barney, go to Anachronos now before he gets fucking griefed.
Oh my
Where do you think I'm
god.
going? Yeah, thanks for that pearl of wisdom. Like, where else was I gonna go? Because now that I had collected all 3 scepter shards,
Talk
it
to
was
him.
time to pay Anachronos one final visit. I handed in the green shard.
Do it faster.
I handed in the blue shard.
Do it- come on,
I am
please.
the Might of Kalimdor. Quest
Yes.
complete. With a scepter
Yes.
of the shifting sands.
Yes. Yes.
Oh. So you're probably wondering, but wait, doesn't that mean you get the mount? We're getting to that. We're getting to that. Just hold on, okay?
No.
'Cause the story's not over. The perceptive among you will have noticed that there are
Bro,
still...
like, this is the worst thing, is whenever the good ending happens, and you look at the length of the movie, and you see it's not over.
a few quests to go. These take place
Oh,
in Silithus
no.
and unlock at midnight after a brief server restart. This is the countdown that I've been referencing the whole video. And so, with 30 minutes to spare, I made it to the Scarab Gong, sipped my petrification potion to prevent getting griefed when I logged back in, and logged off.
Smart.
5 hours later.
Okay.
Harangue it.
Nobody's ringing.
No one.
Ring
There
it.
is no capacity. Nobody can ring it.
not
The entire
available.
area is like.
Just ring it. So yeah, the servers were so laggy in Silithus. Sorry, I'm watching the footage and it's so... What else was gonna happen? Oh, I have to laugh. If I don't laugh, I'll cry. At the mercy of the Blizzard servers, we stood before the gong for hours on end, with the monotony only broken up by the occasional reveal that, hey, you've actually been dead this whole time. And then, as I waited beyond death's wispy veil for a res that I definitely clicked like 5 minutes ago...
No!
Fuzi of Final Boss had rung the gong.
It was
If you didn't expect this to happen, I don't know what world you're living in.
Finally, we get the fuck out of this place.
But if you think that means things are going to start
Just
getting
get it.
any less laggier, you are wrong. We are literally just getting started, actually,
Oh my
because now
God.
the war event begins. But let's just do this bit first, because I don't want to end on an anticlimax, and we need to get to this part at some point. So,
Oh, God.
and this is the part of the video that, like, I just have really not wanted to do, and I really don't even want to fucking record it, to be honest. If I sound
No
salty,
way.
it is what it is. So this is the part.
No
where,
fucking way.
as you can tell, my
No
Scarab Lord
fucking
story
way.
comes to an end.
No, I don't
This
believe
lag.
it.
I
No.
wasn't lying when I
No.
said I didn't just spend the last 18 or so months with the mount
way.
hidden in my
No.
bank. And it's so lame to blame someone else, like when you fuck up, right? But like, it's because of Blizzard's fucking stupid ass, laggy ass. Oh, come on, you thought that was how it was gonna end? Do you guys not know me at all? What did I say? You're already in my web. You just don't know it yet. I can do anything I put my mind to because my mind would not put me to do things I can't. And because of this, I'm a Scarab Lord, quest complete. And I kept it secret this whole time.
Yes!
You wanna know how I did it? You wanna know how I streamed every day without you guys ever seeing the fucking mount? It really wasn't in my bank. Because I deleted it. And then I've just been like restoring it every 6 weeks using item restoration. But yeah, get owned. Oh, I can say it now. Yes,
Oh my
I
God.
did get Scarab Lord. Yes, I do have the mount.
Oh
I'm
my
swag as
God.
hell. And I kept it secret from all of you this whole time. But now, if I may, I'd like
What?
to say a few words. You see, I did this entire questline 11 times. So I'm kind of like a Scarab Lord 11
Yes.
times over when you really think about it. 11 full Scarab
Yes.
Lord questlines. I was there for all of them. If we weren't doing a quest, I was in Silithus farming.
Except for the peaceful DKP.
And that's not even mentioning the wipes and the failed attempts that we had on some of these quests. So let's just get one thing straight.
Oh
I'm not
my
just a
God.
Scarab Lord. I'm the Scarab Lord. No one suffered more than me on this quest line. Oh, you think you did? I've spent every day for the past 18 months looking at footage of Silithus. Looking at footage of this quest line. Did you? No. So it is only appropriate that I use my unique position as both a record-holding player and deranged content creator to make the following ask. Blizzard, you gotta make the fucking mount fly, man. Please, Blizzard, please, 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 please. The only people who would be against this are people who are butthurt that they didn't get the mount. And like, fuck those people.
Do
I
it.
have the mount. I wanted to fly. Wrath of the Lich
Scarab
King is my
Lord Barny.
favorite expansion.
Holy
And we know you're gonna do Wrath of the Lich King Classic. So please let me fly on my Scarab Lord mount in Wrath of the Lich King Classic. I would be so happy. In conclusion, please. Okay, enough begging.
the
It's
mount
time
on
to
the
move on to the
store.
next part of the quest. Well, you thought that we were done just because I got the mount?
Yeah, me too.
But no, it turns out there is one more quest left. However, it's not available for completion until after the 10-hour war. What's the 10-hour war, you ask? Well, whilst I do believe that it is far too late in the video now to start doing more exposition, now that the gates of Anchorage are open, the horrors locked away 1,000 years ago have once again been set loose on Silithus and the world of Warcraft. All around the map, resonating crystals will emerge from the terrain, bringing Karaji invasions with them. If you push back enough ads, eventually a unique mob will spawn who, when killed, can drop incredibly rare bind-on equip gear,
Yep.
like Tibu's Blazing Longsword or Alcor's Sunraiser. But not
imagine
just
that.
this. 3 Colossi will also spawn in Silithus,
Yep.
1 per hive.
And they are fucking huge, by the way.
The biggest creatures in the game by far. And fighting these titans is no joke either, because every so often they do this. Whoa!
Open your map. Open your map.
What
When he does that.
Yep.
It's so funny.
God, this event is so cool.
They bring this back every year in retail WoW now. God damn.
You forgot you parked
Wow,
the car.
that's so badass.
It's back.
Oh my god.
Oh, John, there it goes, there it goes.
Wait. On the mount too.
There it goes. See, look, there goes everything.
You record that.
That is so fucking funny, man. Oh my god.
And then, 10 hours later, it was time to finish the questline. I took a summon from inside Anchorage, or rather inside a wall inside Anchorage, don't worry about it, and slowly stealthed my way through the first Alliance blockade. Risking full world buffs moments before I was due to raid AQ40, I perfectly, literally frame perfectly to the point where my GTFO add-on detected I got hit, slipped out through the gates of Anchorage. One last time, I climbed that all too familiar staircase of dreams to gates of Anchorage.
That warrior
perfectly
saw him.
To the point where my GTFO add-on detected I got...
See it? He fucking saw him right there. Right there, he saw him.
I hit, slipped out through the gates of Anchorage. One last time, I climbed that all too familiar staircase of dreams to receive my final reward. A dagger upgrade. Beekeeper's Log. 22nd of August. So now that the event is all finished, there's a bunch of new quests in Silithus that let you grind reputation with the Cenarian Circle, and I don't really know what we're doing. All I know is I need to get Exalted, because there's some item I need, so we're going to meet up with them.
Talk to this guy, you're like, hey, papers, give me. And
oh,
like, okay,
signed.
And then you bring him back where you got from.
What's combat assignment?
What a
logistics,
fucking
or
adventure.
tactical? What's what? So this is for Earthstrike.
What
I see.
an
So let's do
absolute
combat.
fucking adventure.
Oh, there's like 4 of these things in there.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's 4. Each quest is to kill 30 of a certain kind of bug.
Wait, we gotta kill... Wait. We have to kill more bugs?
Oh, no.
Are you kidding me?
Wow. Holy shit. Oh my god. I think this might be one of the best WoW... I think this might be the greatest WoW series ever made. I really do. I think this could legitimately be the greatest WoW series ever made. Jesus Christ.
Subscribe right now. Subscribe. Please watch my stream. Patreon. Like the video.
Oh my god. You better buy the doll. I know. Wow. It's just... Oh my god, it's so good. Oh my god, it's so good. Straight up, I did not know if Barney was gonna get the mount or not. Like, I thought it was gonna happen. I really did, but... Fuck. There is a video. Guys, this is probably the greatest WoW series I've maybe ever seen. This could very well be the greatest WoW series I've ever seen. And it's so fucking good. I saw Barney on his mount like a week before she posted the first video. See, like, I had no idea. And, like, I didn't want to look ahead or anything like that. I wanted it to just be... Because, like, I could see it not happening, too, right? You could just get griefed a lot. Like, that happened to, like, one guy on, like, another EU server or something like that. But, like, I wanted to just see it fucking happen. Because, like, with all those alliance grouping around, I thought that's what it was going to be, man. And you can see the mount on the first stream. I did not fucking see it. There is the video right there, guys. Listen, if anybody deserves a sub, it is certainly fucking Barney. Oh, my God. Give it some support. Give Barney some subs. Holy fucking shit. Barney did not disappoint. What a masterpiece. The Ape Escape music was cool too. What a storyline. It's like a movie, but it's based on real events. Oh my god. Oh my god. 1 million? Barney will hit 1 million subs this year 100%. Like, I mean, they're 40 subs away. I mean, that's definitely going to happen. Basically, all the videos were PvP. It was, yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, as I said, it can be good, but it's just not always good. This is the exception and not the rule. But the exception is certainly a great story, isn't it? Holy fuck. Like, I feel like this is the video. You know what I mean? Like, this is the fucking video. This is the one. Like, it is just so amazing. I love it. I fucking love this video. I cannot express so much. Oh my god. It was so fucking amazing. Wow. Barney is in chat. At Barney, yeah. It is amazing. Like, it was an amazing video. It was worth the wait. It was absolutely 100%. 100% worth the wait. I am astounded. And congratulations on your mount, by the way. You did what I could not.